What's up, YouTube? It's your homeboy, whatever, man. Man, I'm just out here on the road, driving, thinking. And I remember a while back, man, I was watching somebody's show. And on the show, one of the things they asked was, what's something you wish somebody had told you, like, earlier in life? Right? When we get that type of question, man, a lot of people don't keep it real, man. Everybody wants to pick the popular answer, the common answer, right? So everybody's response basically was, oh, I wish I learned these stocks. You know, somebody taught me about stocks when I was younger. Or I wish somebody, you know, taught me about finances when I was younger. Which is all fine and dandy. You know, it depends on your walk of life. But, you know what I'm saying? There can't be 50 people in the room and that's everybody's answer. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, well, you know, before I go to that, my answer was, I wish somebody would have taught me the streets was bullshit when I was younger. So my thing is, right, so here you are, you know, or we are, you know, we at an older age. There's plenty of resources out here when it comes to financials. You know, back in the day, our, you know, older folks, you know, our aunts, our uncles, our grandparents, if they wanted to learn something like that, they had to hear it from somebody they knew. They had to, you know, go pick up a book, take some sort of class. But we live in an era where, yeah, those things are still options. But there are plenty of people making podcasts, selling services, you know, but how often do we even take advantage of these things? You know, we claim that that's what we want to know, but nobody takes advantage of it. You know, I hear people give financial advice, throw out tips and pointers, show what they doing all the time, and people don't take advantage of it. I can't tell you how many times people have asked me about my business, you know, this courier business, what it takes to do it, how to make money doing it, and they don't even act on it. It's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm just talking the talk. So, you know, you can't take people serious. You know, I don't believe y'all telling the truth, you know, when you say that type of stuff, right? That's not the real answer. You know, keep it real, man. Stop saying stuff just to fit in, or stop saying stuff just to, you know, it's the popular answer or whatever. Like, just keep it 100, man. Like, I don't know, most of the time it's a judgment-free zone. But even if it's not, like, who gives a fuck, man? Like, if you saying what you saying, and you feeling how you feeling, and it's your opportunity to express that, then just, you know, keep it 100. So, I'm in this podcast, and it's awkward. It's almost like an awkward moment when I say, I wish somebody would have taught me the streets was bullshit. You know, because I'm the odd man out. But if I think back on it, right? So I ain't had to do no street stuff. You know, my parents raised me good. You know what I'm saying? I had a decent life, a good life as a kid. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, you know, I wasn't in a household where, you know, utilities was getting cut off, or there wasn't enough food on the table. You know, we always had something to eat. I wasn't fighting my siblings for food or nothing like that. You know, I had both parents in the household. I mean, it was, as a kid, I mean, you know, life was great. But, and, you know, I was a good student too. You know, I had good grades in middle school and high school. I got a full ride scholarship to Ohio State. But once I graduated high school, or my really wasn't when I graduated. Maybe that's just when I had the control to just do whatever the hell I wanted. But a couple years, you know, before I graduated high school, man, like, I was infatuated with the street life. I was trying to get out here and make money, you know. I had friends from the hood and stuff like that, family from the hood, you know, that was out here getting money, doing stupid stuff, you know. But just different things that I seen, man, like growing up. There were people around with nice cars, you know what I'm saying? Porsches, 911s, Porsche 944s, Cadillacs, you know. Nice wheels, you know, the Daytons and the Bows, BBSs, you know, back in the day, you know, just like on Paid Full, you got the black side with the gold BBSs, you know, the 5-star chrome wheels and stuff, you know, that's what was popping back then, right? I was around on that, you know. Cats was around with all the fancy jewelry, you know what I'm saying? Hella drugs, weed, you know what I'm saying? I done came across like brown paper bags full of weed as a kid, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I seen the other side of it too at times, you know, where stuff outside of weed, you know, how fast the money was and stuff like that. I was infatuated with that life, man. Like, so rather than to take advantage of the full ride scholarship and set myself up for life, I went down the path of destruction, man, you know. Poor decisions, hanging out with the wrong people, not caring about school. You know, I wanted to do certain things, but, you know, I was more worried about enjoying the now, you know, instead of doing the work. And when I think about it, right, if somebody would have really instilled in me that the street life was bullshit, and I ain't gonna say that nobody ever said it, or nobody ever tried to steer me down that other path, because that would be a lie. You know what I'm saying? People try to steer me down the right path, but nobody gave it to me real. Nobody gave it to me honest. You know what I'm saying? So when I say that I wish that somebody taught me that or told me that the street life was bullshit when I was younger, I think about how much time I wasted. So basically, let's see. So I graduated in 99, right? Had I did what I was supposed to do school-wise, I should have been getting my degree class of 2003, right? And I could have been on to the money. I could have been a pilot, You know what I'm saying? I could have did something else. If I was in school, I wanted to be a pilot or a marine biologist. Right? I could have went to the money. Could have been on the money. But instead, by doing stupid stuff, let's see. So we talking 99, right? I didn't leave the street stuff alone until 2009, right? And what made me leave it alone was I almost missed the birth of my son because I was in jail. I didn't go to prison, but in 2008, I had caught a case. I got a DUI, you know, and I had my gun in the car. So DUI, carrying a concealed weapon, right? Because of that, you know, I didn't go to jail, but I didn't go to prison, but I got put on probation. Long probation. 7 years probation. Right? So I'm on a 7 years probation. And I'm, you know, blessed to not have went to jail. But I'm on this 7 years probation. And I'm still doing stupid stuff. My son's on the way or what have you. You know, somebody snitches on me and police come pick me up it was Memorial Day. I was in jail Memorial Day weekend 2009, so that was about 2 weeks before my son was born. Was when I went to jail, about 2.5 weeks before he was born. You know, and they held me in there on a probation violation for a little over 7 days, right? So I'm in there, you know, I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, man, like, you know, like, and what I was doing, I really wasn't even making no whole bunch of money at the time off of it. I mean, it helped, but, you know, I wasn't like balling. So when I thought about it, man, I'm like, man, I'm like, I'm gonna miss the birth of my son. I ain't gonna be there for my wife. I'm gonna miss the birth of my son. Not be able to help out. Not be able to support him. Not be able to take care of him because I'm doing stupid shit and trying to make a couple $1,000. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when I decided to stop doing stupid stuff. When I got out, I was blessed. I got out in time. You know, I basically got out about a week before he was born. So I was blessed in that aspect, right? But, you know, when you talk about the probation too, right? So I'm on probation, I'm on paper, you know what I'm saying, for 7 years. So I didn't get off paper until like 2016. So I couldn't switch jobs or anything. So I'm lucky I had a job, but I couldn't switch jobs. I had to stay at the same company because I knew nobody was gonna hire me with that felony carrying a concealed weapon, or it was gonna be difficult. I was gonna have to explain it at every interview, blah, blah, blah. So I stayed at the company for 10 years because I didn't want to go somewhere, try to go somewhere else with that charge. So, you know, not only did I lose my full ride scholarship, I lost what? Now I didn't get, so I got off probation in 2016. I got my record expunged in 2019. Okay? So if I graduated in 99, it took me 20 years. That's 20 years wasted or held back in one way or another because I thought the street shit was cool. You know what I'm saying? So for me, giving that answer that I wish somebody taught me that it was bullshit earlier is real. But all them people I was cool with, you know, when I was doing all that dumb stuff, I don't talk to 99% of them people. They either dead, in jail, strung out on drugs, or can't be trusted. So I don't talk to them at all. You know, I cut off real friends, or people that should have been real friends. Some of them people hey, they was true, they still around. You know what I'm saying? But you know, in the early phases of that, you know, I probably did some women wrong because instead of doing what you're supposed to do in a relationship, you know, I'm out doing dumb shit, you know, running around with no damn sense. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's lost time, man. Lost cause. You know, I mean, what can I say, man? Yeah, I'd love to, you know, get money, learn stocks and shit like that. But I think about how much money I lost trying to play games in the streets, you know. So that was on my mind, man. You know, that's the real answer for me, you know. So I had posted basically that question online. I did it on Instagram. And the reason I did it, I made it like a poll or whatever. Well, not a poll. It was the question where you could type in whatever you wanted. And my reason was I wanted to see how many people was going to be like, I wish somebody would have told me about money. Because that's the popular answer. I had about 15 people reply. 13 of them said something about learning about money. One person said they wish somebody told them that love hurts. And another person said that he wished that somebody, excuse me, that he wished that somebody had told him that vocational school could have been, was a good alternative to college. I like those two answers over the money answers because those was real answers. You know what I'm saying? Love hurts, man. Like, I mean, that's just, do I even need to say more? I mean, that's just some real shit, right? You know, how you tackle that, how you take that, you know, what your approach is to love is different. Your experience, what you go through, you know, everybody goes through different stuff. But everybody has probably been through heartbreak. You know, when things don't work out, it does hurt. And it's not always just you that's getting hurt, you know. Sometimes you're hurting others. You know, so that's just real. And then, of course, the vocational school over college. Definitely a good alternative, but it depends on what you take it, right? Because, okay, if I'm talking about vocational school when I'm younger, like, I think it's something like the Career Center type stuff, you know, where they had auto mechanic, they had arts and designs, or not arts and graphic design. I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff they had. You know, they had construction type classes, auto body. I mean, you know, they different skills where even if you didn't do that for your job, you could do that stuff on the side. You You know what I'm saying? You could always have a side hustle. You could always have a trade to fall back on. You know, if you get laid off from somewhere, those are the type of jobs, or at least most of those are the type of jobs, especially, you know, a trade like the construction or the mechanic, you know. Those are things you can fall back on where you lose your job, or, you know, the job market crashes, you get laid off. That's something you can always fall back on, right? But when you talk on the college level, right? Yeah, you can go get a degree, you know, spend the first 2 years on those bullshit core classes. I mean, it's what you got to do to get the 4-year degree. There's no way around it. But in some situations, you know, there's certificate programs out here that you can get into where you learn a trade. You skip the bullshit, it's just the trade. Sometimes that's good enough, and sometimes it's not, right? Sometimes that stuff is meant to complement your work experience or to complement your degree. So in a lot of cases it is good, and in some cases, you know, the college degree is still there as what you really need. But again, you know, interesting answers, real answers. Why can't we just be real? You know, what, 2 out of 15 people? I don't know, what's that, like 12% or something like that? So if you took that on a larger scale and it was 100 people, I mean, you gonna tell me that we can only get about 12% of those people, you know, 12, 13 people, something like that, to keep it real and give a real answer? So yeah, man, you know, I'm just on the road. I was in my thoughts. When those type of things come up, or just anything comes up, man, where you got to give your thoughts, your opinions. Don't worry about being judged, man. Just keep it 100, man. And if your answer is stupid or something like that, then just face the consequences. You know what I'm saying? Face the consequences. But I mean, really, it's no stupid answer on that topic though, because what you wanted to know or what you think you should have learned at a younger age, that applies to you, is what you think you should have learned. So I ain't gonna ramble too much more, man. It's your homeboy, whatever, man. Catch me here on YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you do subscribe, hit that bell icon so you know when I drop a video. Appreciate y'all sliding through. I'm gone.